We are seeing a very frightening trend in terms of the human being as disposable, if the human being is not perfect.
Any consideration of this is sad, but I think it's more widespread than we might wish. To withhold ordinary care so people die faster, I think that is common. And you can find people who are very frustrated that this is happening to their loved ones. And they're trying to talk to the nurses or whoever to give them nutrition and they don't do it. I think there's a sort of the easy way out attitude is developing into the normal protocol. There's a maxim that I learned while doing my doctoral work over in Rome, to do all that is possible, only what is possible, the best way possible. The trend in bioethics today is going with disproportionate and proportionate care. And the key phrase for either way you want to say it is, does this offer reasonable hope of benefit? And that's where people's consciences need to be formed. They have to know clearly what ordinary care is. Assisted nutrition and hydration is ordinary care. It is not extraordinary care. Assisted nutrition and hydration must always be given until it comes time that it does nothing to help the patient. So there's active euthanasia and passive euthanasia, and both of them are killing. Active euthanasia would be just giving someone an overdose because you want them to be dead so they don't suffer. Passive euthanasia would be choosing not to feed someone who needs a little bit of help. Those are both prohibited by the Catholic Church because they are abandoning the person. We think that is the opposite of loving the person. And there are various opposites of love. And the most obvious opposite of love is hatred. Another opposite of love is using people. There's a third opposite to love I would call abandoning someone or being indifferent to them. And I think the opposite to love, which euthanasia represents, is abandoning a person. It's like all of us putting someone in a room and slamming the door and leaving them alone.
So when I have a patient, I look at my patient as a child of God. When I look at another human being, there's a dignity there. If you believe that we're made in the image and likeness of God, there's a spark there that you have to recognize. Dignity to me is not dependent on function, but a lot of folks define their dignity by virtue of what they're able to do. Dignity to me is innate. Whether you can get out of bed and walk under 24/7 care and put your bed down, you still have the dignity. You're entitled to the basics of care.
The word dignity is meant to be used only for one type of particularly lofty worth. And that is the worth of human persons. And that worth is so lofty that it issues what are called absolute moral norms. In other words, because of what a person is, he has the type of dignity, he or she has the type of dignity, which makes an absolute moral claim on whoever else is approaching that person. And that's an expression of the utter uniqueness of every person. And what love is, the first step of it is sort of catching a glimpse of the utter uniqueness of this person who will never come again.